The blowout is the hairstyle. The hairstyle is the blowout. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Ev, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 tips on how to get your best blowout yet, featuring the RevAir. I would like to thank them for sponsoring today's video so that you guys can get a lot of specs about the machine and how to use it so that you can get your best blowout. This is the tool that is not going to give you the heat damage that all the other tools might. This is going to be another installment in my blowout series, so hopefully you guys get all the info you need on whether or not you should get a reverse air dryer. So let's jump into it. Number 1, you have to clean your air filters when using this machine. Those things aren't just for you to clean the hair out of, you also have to clean the filter itself. Actually, give me a second. This thing has 3 separate filters. This has some hair in it. There's also dirt all around the rim of this filter, so I need to take my own advice and clean this. But there are 2 other filters in this machine that you should clean on a regular basis. Don't just clean the hair out of it, but also clean the filter itself. It helps keep the suction strong and make sure that your machine is running at optimal levels instead of getting clogged up, because all machines require maintenance. It's one of those little things that ends up making a big difference in the end. Number 2, you want to make sure that you are using appropriate sized sections when you are placing it inside the wand. The general rule is that if you have a wand that is 3 fingers width apart, like so, then you're going to want to split your hair off into sections that are also at least 3 fingers width apart. If you are a high density girly like me, then you might want to finagle this around and customize it a little bit more to fit your needs. I know that my density isn't the same all over my head, so some portions I can fit larger sections, some portions I fit smaller sections, but it depends on how quickly you want your hair to dry. So I would suggest, again, the 3 fingers width, that's how you're starting, but you can definitely customize it from there. Number 3, you want to use the optimal tension setting for your hair type. You guys know I have different textures all over my head. I fall somewhere between 3C and 4B in different sections, and the optimal tension settings for me, according to the guide, is 5 to 7. So normally I keep mine on about a 6, but I can bump it up to 7 or bump it down to 5 if I don't feel like that tension setting is necessary. But that is the range for my hair type. There is a guide that comes with the RevAir, so you will have that information. I also believe there is a QR code that you can scan that will give you videos on the tension settings as well, so you don't ever have to be in the dark about that. But when in doubt, start low and then work your way up higher. If you have a hair type, hair texture similar to mine, again, I keep mine on a 6. Number 4, you want to use the optimal heat setting as well. Now this one is pretty simple. There's only 3 heat settings, I guess technically 2. One of them is just air that's blowing, so I kind of think of that as like a cool shot, but it is not cool air. One of them is the low tick at the bottom, that is 1 tick, that is low heat, and then there's 2 ticks at the top, and that is higher heat. I wouldn't say it was super high heat. It's not going to get as hot as a traditional hair dryer, but the reverse air dryer is going to give you the air dry without the heat damage. So to me, that's a plus. As you guys know, I am a blowout natural, straight natural. So because I consistently straighten my hair, it is going to be easier for me to get away with using low heat if I want to. And typically I'll use low heat when I just need to blow out my hair for a base style, and then I'm gonna go do something else on top of it. But if I want the blowout to be the hairstyle is the blowout, then I'm going up to high heat like they recommend for my hair type, and I just let that be because that's where I'm gonna get the sleekest results. Number 5, one of the mistakes that I was making when I was first playing around with this was trying to figure out how long it takes my sections to dry. I recommend do not remove the wand from your scalp until the section is dry. Now, I have done this over and over. I've seen other people do it over and over, but you're not going to get the sleekest results. You're not going to get your best blowout yet if you pull your hair all the way out while it's damp. Don't do that. And I know you're thinking, oh, part of it is all the way dry. No, wait till it is thoroughly all the way dry at the root and then pull the wand all the way away from your scalp. So check to see. This is one of the things that I do. Check to see if your hair is dry all the way throughout the section. If you are a high density girly like me, then you want to make sure that the section is dried thoroughly completely all the way throughout, and then you can remove the wand. Other than that, you're gonna have spots. It's not gonna give you an even blow dry, and you're gonna be like, this thing doesn't work. And it does work, but you have to find the time that works best for you. So they do give time recommendations. I think it is 60 to 90 seconds. You can hold it to your scalp, but I recommend, again, testing and checking and seeing if the whole section is all the way thoroughly dried, because parts of my hair can hold water like no tomorrow. Other parts will dry out pretty quickly. It all depends. Number 6, the directions indicate that you want to start off on clean, damp hair. I am in alignment with those instructions, okay? That's what you want to do. Cleanse, condition, put all of your heat protectant products in there, whatever you got to do. I have a video, I will link it above if you are interested in the RevAir products that they sell, because I have reviewed those as well and I think they're great. Once you are done applying all of your heat protectants, I twist my hair up and clip it away, and then I'll start air drying on the sections. I'll start reverse air drying on the sections that I think are the most dried out. Now, if you get to the section and it is more dried out than it's supposed to be, and you know there's a line, okay? Damp is a range. Damp, it has its own universe. If your hair dries out in the process, then re-dampen the hair. Do not let your roots all the way dry and then do the reverse air dryer. Don't do that. You don't want to resaturate. If anything, maybe get a mister and re-mist the hair, but do not try to air dry already dried out roots. One of the things that I think is stopping people from getting their best blowout with the RevAir is exactly that. They need to re-dampen their roots. They need to work on damp hair. Trust me, re-dampen them. I said what I said. That I don't believe is in the instructions, but if you want your best blowout yet, clock it, baby, clock it. And number 7, piggybacking off of number 6, when I air dry my hair, I move the wand around the section that I am reverse air drying. There are some awkward sections, especially the ones like right behind my ear. So I'm gonna have to move it around so that it hits all 3 parts of the triangle. You know what I'm saying? Some sections are rectangle, some are square, some are triangle. And of the triangle sections, I make sure that I place the wand on all points of the triangle so that I get an even heat distribution and so that it's thoroughly dry, so that I don't have any wet spots. You know, you don't want to overtime it by leaving it in the same section for a longer period of time, because that doesn't do anything for the other part of the section. If you find that holding it in one area is what's going to get it dry, then do your thing. You know, I think that's what the directions say. But if you find that, hey, the other little corner over here back in the nape didn't get all the heat that the rest of the section did, then I say bounce it around, move it around. So it is no secret by now that I absolutely love the RevAir reverse air dryer. This is the way for me as a blowout natural, straight natural. This is one of the most innovative pieces of equipment that I can think for my hair journey that has revolutionized things for me. I know if you have children and they have a tender scalp, it's gentle, it doesn't cause any heat damage, it doesn't cause any breakage. I just genuinely appreciate somebody who understands that I would like to keep the hair on my head, okay, and not broken off in the sink or on the floor. It has saved me a ton of time and, to be honest, a ton of single strand knots. So I highly recommend. This is my hair from the demo that I was showing you guys in the video. This is about a week after the demo. I did straighten it, okay. And for all of you that are like, hey, the RevAir doesn't get my roots and doesn't get my edges like I want to, don't worry, I got something for you. Okay, but for everyone who is interested right now in the reverse air dryer, then click the link down below in the description box. If you click the link and use my code EVANIREV, you can get 10% off your purchase. I highly recommend. I've been using this for, like I said, going on 7 years. So to me, this is a staple and a non-negotiable and definitely worth the money. Thank you again to RevAir for sponsoring this video. I genuinely appreciate your partnership, and thank you all for watching. Don't worry. Okay, it's not going to be a big gap in between when y'all are going to get a next episode in the blowout series. It's literally going to be next month. So watch out for that. Look out for that. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.